Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Piers and I'm the Managing Director of Wimbledon Film and Television Studios. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you here tonight for the launch of the studios. I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you for coming to celebrate opening on this St Patrick's night. It's our absolute pleasure to also welcome, hopefully, Boris Johnson. We believe he's in transit. And Adrian Wootton, CEO of Film London, who will both be saying a few words. Tonight marks the official opening of the studios and has provided us the opportunity to show you the taste of the superb facilities that we have at the studio complex. In order to do that, we will be showing a short 3D film, Experience Wimbledon, after which my co-director John Brennan and I will take you on a virtual tour of some of the sets.
To briefly summarise what we have available, the studio is 220,000 square feet of production space, with superb facilities to support any production. We're also the second closest production hub to central London, with excellent transport links.
To go on, we have over 50 permanent sets, including hospitals, police stations, courtrooms, prisons and House of Commons sets. We also have 2 large stages in excess of 8,000 square feet and tons of large production offices.
We also have a dedicated HD post-production facility, HD and 3D kit hire facilities, and over 45,000 costumes on site available to hire. There's also the Media Village, which caters for small, medium or large production companies being based on site. We offer flexible terms and competitive rates.
Very good, sir. Very good. As a line producer myself until relatively recently, I have to say I was absolutely blown away by the quality of the studio when I first went there last summer. It's a totally unique experience to walk into a building that has all these locations under one roof, all available in totally controllable environments.
We are HD and 3D ready. The sets stand up to the rigours of modern, demanding production methods. The films you'll see tonight were shot at 2K and 4K, formats larger than high definition. From paint-on sets to make-up tiles which are transparent to allow make-up artists to work in natural lighting, the studio complex has been totally future-proofed.
We also have an array of exciting plans for the future, including the installation of a television studio gallery and even more sets.
Time now for the film. A short 3D film. So if you wouldn't mind preparing yourselves by applying the glasses.
Looks very strange from here.
This 3D film is a light-hearted taster, which will give you a flavour of our unique studio complex. It was shot in one day using 2 actors, our very own Charlotte, and a crew of 14. We used 6 different sets. This will give you an idea of what can be achieved at Wimbledon Studios. But firstly, let me set the scene. 2 actors. The studio was their second home. This is their first trip back since the axing of the bill.
Enjoy. It now gives me great pleasure to welcome Film London CEO Adrian Wootton.
Thank you very much, Piers and John. Who'd have thought that the axing of a long-running and popular television series would actually, like a phoenix from the ashes, lead to this great new entrepreneurial initiative? I think it's terrific. I'd like to congratulate both of you and all your team for providing this new facility for film and television makers, well, not just for London, but for the UK, and hopefully the whole international film community. We at Film London spend a lot of time working with the industry, with all the public and private partners to encourage filmmaking in London, and we've also got a new role promoting the UK as a whole. And I can tell you that with something like nearly £1 billion of inward investment just from film alone coming into the UK last year, the majority of which was spent in London, we have a fantastic opportunity. We have a fantastic opportunity to exploit all the brilliant facilities that are here. We have great locations. We have great crews. We have an enormous amount of post-production expertise, and we have fantastic studio spaces. Those studio spaces at the moment are in terrific demand, so there couldn't actually be any better time for launching something like this. It's certainly a really good time to be doing this, and I think that the facilities that are going to be available at the Wimbledon Film and Television Studios are something that filmmakers and television makers and advertising makers are going to be very interested in. And as a Wandsworth resident, actually, I'm immediately thinking about moving Film London there, actually, because it would be quite much more convenient for me. So I'd just really like to say this is great. Film London's going to look forward to working with Wimbledon Film and Television Studios to promote them and to make them very much part of the offer that we want to make promoting London and promoting the UK around the world. We're in a great place at the moment for fantastic film and television programmes that are being made here with filmmakers coming in from all over the world, and this is a great new facility to be able to offer them. So congratulations, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adrian.
Now we would like to show you some of the sets in more detail. These are all shot in HD, so no need to wear the glasses on this one.
Finally, on behalf of John and myself, we'd like to say some very important thank yous. Firstly, a huge thank you to everyone at Panther Securities for their superb support, especially Andrew Perloff and Simon Peters.
We'd also like to thank our staff, who've been absolutely fantastic during the setup period. A big thank you also goes to Andy Bellamy in the control room up there and his team at Pro3D, and to Saul Gittins at DOP for the visual entertainment this evening. A big thank you to Faith Flint and Rupert Shelbourne for some superb acting. I'm not sure whether I should add the next bit.
No, don't.
No.
We'd also like to make a special mention to David Smith, who's our FC, who, without his support and help, none of this would have been possible. Finally, please take away with you our brochure and handbook for further information. Hopefully you guys have already had those already, but there are some outside. We hope to welcome you to the studio soon. Thank you so much for coming down. It's truly, truly appreciated, and we hope to see you soon. Could be him now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boris is going to pop in about 1 to 2 minutes. He's just
You made it. Ladies and gents, the Mayor of London, Mr. Boris Johnson.
Right, hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I apologise for being ever so slightly late. The reason is that this is about the third speech I've had to give tonight. But, and indeed, some people said, actually, there were some people on my staff, you won't believe this, who said that it was not necessary to come here tonight. They did, and I overruled them. I slapped them down. I said, absolutely unbelievable, because this is a very, very important venture, and people forget that London is not only the economic, financial, business capital of the world, isn't it? It is, absolutely. It's still with a bigger supply of bankers, I'm proud to say, than any other city in the world. And it's true. It's true. It has more museums than Paris, and it rains less than Rome. And it is, of course, also the third biggest film city on earth. Did you know that? The third big after. And wherever you go in London is witness to our success as a film venue. I think I'm right in saying that there was a 1970s American thriller movie that used Tory Central Office mysteriously as a brothel. Well, you know that the Millbank Tower. Stanley Kubrick made the Beckton Gasworks stand in famously for the jungles of Vietnam, very convincingly. And of course, not so long ago, I saw a gigantic poster. A huge poster on a London bus. London bus working very well, by the way. And in the brief time that I was able to look at this poster, before the bus glided past at the average speed of 9.4 miles an hour through the streets. I saw it was a gigantic poster inviting me to come and watch Harry Potter, the latest Harry Potter. And I looked closely, and there was a picture of a very hassled and terrified-looking Hermione, covered in blood, and it was really frightening. You remember this thing? Remember this poster? And then you looked behind, and guess what there was behind Hermione? You know what it was? No, not me. No, all close. City Hall. City Hall. There it was. City Hall itself had got it. There it was in the biggest franchise, the most blockbusting series ever, and produced by British talent. I have absolutely no doubt. And that was City Hall. There was only one thing. Roughly, written by someone British. Anyway, and largely filmed in London, I might say. But the only thing I objected, you know what I objected to? I looked very closely at this poster. It said Harry Potter and the awful experience, or whatever. And it said, do you know what the slogan was? What's the word you use for the catchphrase, or some snappy? The tagline. Thank you. The tagline. You know what the tagline was on this gigantic poster? It was "Nowhere is safe." There was a picture of City Hall, and nowhere is, I thought, outrageous. I thought, City Hall is safe, London is safe, and getting safer since we're flooding the streets with more and more police, which we are. And you're quite right too, crime is coming down, crime on buses, by the way, down 30%, crime on down 8.2%. And I'm delighted to say, not only is London safe and getting safer, but Film London is safe and rescued, isn't it, Adrian? It's Film London, rescued from the grad grinds of the Treasury by myself, I'm proud to say, in a manoeuvre worthy of James Bond. And so I'm delighted to have done that. I just want to congratulate all of you, congratulate everybody on the venture that you're supporting tonight. And I have no doubt that this new offer, this new venture, changing the name, if I got it right, from Merton to Wimbledon. Yeah? I have no doubt this venture will prove such a huge success that for Fortune, my old chum from Have I Got News for You, does the sensible thing and reappears before the public as all Wimbledon. In your honour. Good luck to all of you. Have a great evening, and here's the film in London. Thank you very much.